Yeah, all right, we'll just get started. Welcome to the Brown Bricks Podcast. The most fun you can have.
Okay.
Well, listening to a podcast.
All right, maybe it's a full start there. We'll let Connor get his ice.
Just wanted to watch it.
La-di-da. All right, well, I guess the loudest, most hard to hear podcast that you can have. Not
While listening to a podcast.
Well, our special surprise is finally here, listeners. We're on vacation in Tahoe.
Did we like?
We said we were
transcended
gonna
this?
go.
Okay.
We mentioned it.
Yeah,
Our
we just
special
didn't want to
surprise.
tell them
course.
where we're going.
Yeah.
However, if any of you beautiful listeners are in Lake Tahoe, email us at the brownbrickspodcast@gmail.com.
And give us your boat.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
let us ride in your boat. That'd be pretty
That'd be
freaking
fucking
sweet, Lois.
Sick. Please, I've got like 1,000 women trying to come over to our house, and we need a boat.
We need a boat that can hold us. That. Do you have like an arc of some
We
sort?
told a lot of people we're gonna have a boat.
Yeah, we told a lot of people we were gonna have a boat, but I don't think they all know that they're coming at the same time.
Yeah.
No hands coming. That is.
No hands.
NHCing.
NHCing, yeah, the classic.
Where we're going, we don't need hands.
We'll be a
And,
little low energy today because we're tired from being
Yeah.
on this one.
And-
Special guest joining the
Oh,
podcast.
Special guest.
The people
Well-
have been clamoring for my return.
There has
It's
been a
Connor.
single person who said you were pretty good.
Real Brown Bricks listener will remember me from
Real brickers out there.
like
will
episode
know.
12 or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah.
We've gotten maybe 10 emails in reality, and
Yeah.
one of them did say Connor was pretty cool. So
Yeah,
I don't know if that
yeah,
guy still listens, but he's back, guys. He's back.
There also might be a
said something.
goblin walking around in here.
Yeah.
We don't know.
Little goblin.
We don't know.
Little goblin boy, yeah.
Maybe. Say hi, goblin. Ooh.
Oh, it's in the Raptors.
So
That's
we're
spooky.
we're just having a chill time out here, being dude bros, picking up chicks.
All the time. We've got plenty of day game going on, which is really nice.
A lot of day game. We're doing a few
yeah.
sets.
Yeah, repping the set. We got a couple of targets that we already acquired, so it's not going to be too bad.
Yeah, we picked up some hot babes from the Donner Party pass.
Yeah, we said, hey, babe, I'll eat you out, like
Hey,
your
they
pussy.
don't know where we are.
Yeah.
We
What?
told
Oh
them
yeah,
we're in
sorry.
Oh, no.
I mean, this isn't going out until we're gone, I'm pretty sure.
No, it's going out Monday.
Oh, well. They're not going to be able to figure this shit out.
Well, if they are, they can email us and we'll have fun with
If
them.
they are, they're pretty cool.
Yeah, if they are, they're cool enough.
Yeah, being in fucking Nevada sucks. All the people suck here.
You making?
I like Nevada. Nevada's
No,
cool.
they're all assholes. Fuck them.
I like all the casinos.
Yeah.
Those are pretty cool. I already gambled half my life
Maybe we'll
savings.
go to one tonight.
I'd be down.
Squander
some-
the money. Or
find some night
What's
game.
our budget gonna be?
$2,000.
$20,000.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
I don't roll low. That's all I'm
Yeah.
gonna
Is your
say.
dad wiring you some money to gamble?
Yeah.
I like the idea of getting wired money across the
Well,
continents.
isn't that just Venmoing at this point?
Yeah,
like, there's
yes, exactly.
no one wires money anymore.
Well, it's like straight from one bank account to another without any like inner transactions.
yeah,
I actually gamble exclusively with Gash,
cash.
the number one currency.
You have some
Connor
cash
comes to
lined
the
up.
table. He's like, "What do you say we make this a little more interesting, boys?"
Wager our daughters on the line.
Yeah, What's the one Bible story where they turned the entire city into like salt or whatever?
Sodom and Gomorrah.
Yeah, Sodom and
God
Gomorrah.
just nukes the town.
And then they were like, "You can't touch these angels; they're my beloved guests." And all the Sodom and Gomorrah people were like, "Hey, I really want to fuck that angel." And he's like, "No. As compensation, you can fuck my daughters." And they were like, "Okay," and then they did.
Yeah.
So
that
something
did
like
happen.
that, right?
Yeah, yep.
It's like as
The
compensation.
best part of that story is,
And then-
is God is like, these two people, this family is my favorite. And if there's one good person in that city, I won't kill him. And he's like, you're the one good person. Take your wife and your daughters and get out of here, but don't look back. And they go back, and the wife's just like, I'm a good person, I don't know what's going on. At one point, she looks back, pillar of salt.
Fucking
It's like,
idiot.
fuck you.
Deserves.
Yeah.
I think
Dumb bitch.
the big twist at the end, though, is Sodom, or whatever his name is, his daughters, they're chilling in the cave, and he just gets crazy raped by them. Like, crazy incest
Is that
rape.
actually?
Yes, that happens
Wait, he
at the
rapes
end.
his daughters?
No, his daughters get him drunk and rape him.
What?
Oh.
Yeah.
Why?
Yep. I don't know.
I guess probably for revenge for
Is that where
letting the
sodomy
entire
comes from? No.
they let
That's
the
ass
entire
stuff, right?
town. They
Yeah.
let the entire town rape them, or he let the entire town. Rape
Yeah,
them
he was
or
like,
whatever.
don't rape these angels, have my daughter. That's cool.
Mhm.
Huh. Bible's fucking based.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Daughters were property. It was a better
Bible's
time.
all about being a libertarian and fucking children. What else have we done?
We had terrible fucking seltzers that are 0 sugar and are meant to taste like cake.
Yeah,
but
Swirl.
They are objectively the worst thing that I've ever drank.
Don't buy Swirl.
Yeah, they taste like swamp ass.
Swirl 0 sugar, both iced cake and cotton candy, 8% alcohol, so very high.
0 sugar.
Yeah, no
Despite
part
being bubble gum and cake flavored.
no part of this was supposed to be like every part of this was a red flag, but ones that I deliberately chose not to see and decided to buy, and I paid the price. Like with
How much were they?
they were $2.50 each,
That's
so it wasn't too bad. But I mean,
$2.50 for something we're not gonna drink.
I
We're
think
gonna
it's
have to
a
dump out because it's so genuinely felt.
It's
Ugh.
good that the podcast money is going to make it back for you, though.
for sure.
Yeah, we'll write it off as a
That's an
business
expense,
Yeah.
yeah.
Can we write off all of the gas money that we drove down?
We can
here?
write off all the gambling we're about to do tonight
Yeah.
as a business expense.
What has there ever been a time when you could write off gambling as a business expense?
Almost certainly not, but maybe.
What if you're a professional gambler?
That's true.
You have no winnings, but you can write it all off.
You're like, I don't have to pay taxes on it. It's like you have 0 income.
Those
You don't have to pay
guys, like
taxes, period.
At the World Series of Poker, they gotta buy in to play, right?
Yeah, you have to buy in through like a couple of different tournaments as well.
But
So
not
you have to-
all the money is sourced from playing poker. I don't know.
No, I mean the money. So like, there's the pot initially, and then everyone buys in and puts their own money into the pot. So, and the World Tournament of Poker, I assume, is more of a you go just because it's the World Tournament of Poker.
It's
Like
the
how
World
much you.
Series of Poker.
Yeah, it's like
actually.
how much you actually win is kind of irrelevant. Like winning that is as big of a deal as you can get, and you'll get like sponsorships. And
Well, I
stuff.
mean, I'm sure it is relevant because you're winning a lot of money, but yeah.
Do they make gear for poker? Look, you guys can't have a side conversation, okay? We're on mic.
What
You gotta be in
little
pod.
chuckle boys over here.
Little guests.
I'm Tage.
Guests.
Oh, yeah.
We're trying to
Yeah.
liven the podcast. It's
Yeah,
just too
we
quiet.
split. Tage was too boring, so we split him into 2 cool new personalities, and that's who's with us
Yeah.
now.
Connor and Goblin.
Connor
Goblin.
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 Everyone's favorite.
Goblin is the racist.
Yeah,
side of
Tage also
Tage.
fucked up.
Separated that.
And the week we missed, we didn't actually miss that week. Tage just did not send that episode to Jack.
Yeah,
so-
I was.
I
out
hope
of-
you're fucking listening, Tage, even though you're for sure not.
Yeah,
bitch.
he doesn't listen to these. No, but I was not able to come that week, and I just assumed that we just didn't do a podcast. But apparently, a really funny one was recorded.
Yeah.
So another bonus episode exists and is lost to the sands of time.
Yeah, who knows where that
You're
went.
not just going to upload it like this week and then upload this one next week?
Or-
No, that would take
sometimes
everything
it's-
out of continuity.
So-
Sometimes
Okay,
it's nice
okay.
to hang on to one, you know?
Yeah,
put it,
just
put
in
it on the
case.
Patreon.
Oh yeah, of
Patreon,
course, yeah.
Upload it.
Bonus episode.
Throw it on the Venmo, where we have to Venmo us money to get the episode.
Venmo
That'd be pretty
on.
good.
We share them a Google Drive link, like, please don't share with anyone.
Yeah, you guys should put your Venmos publicly on this podcast.
I tried to. Jack beeped it out.
Yeah. Well, because that has his full last name in there.
Yeah, so what? If somebody sends me
Well,
money, they can.
Full last name. Oh, my name's out there, but maybe I get money.
Maybe I get $2.
Maybe I get-
Somebody sends you 50
Yeah.
cents.
Maybe I get $2 and then I lose a job 50 years down the
Yeah,
line.
exactly. And that's why I'm pretty. Did you change from Jack to Inspector Gadget on Spotify?
I sure did, yeah. I
noticed
changed
that.
it everywhere. Except for apparently in this podcast audio.
Yeah.
I changed that and right now there's no way to like see it. So unless someone like say one on the Wayback Machine and specifically knew to look at that, then they wouldn't be
Well,
able to.
cut
now
that
they know. Now they know.
There's no possible way that anyone can see that. It's fine. My name remains a mystery to this day.
It's monogamous.
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 Yeah,
Whatever.
Jack's not even your real name. That's just a pseudonym
Yeah.
that you go by.
What name?
My real name is Aphrodisi Jack.
Aphrodisi Jack.
Oh.
Because I just
That's
the
pretty
ladies fucking come.
That
No hands come
sounds
every time they smell me.
Okay,
That sounds like a offshoot brand of.
I want. There should be a little fight here. Who's on team No Hands Come? Who's on team Two Hands Come?
Connor,
No,
you're
hey-
the only one here on teams
I'm
two
on
hands.
two hands.
come.
We're on-
come.
we got two
because
two
I
hands
can
come.
two hands
That's-
come.
We have two hand
No,
comes.
no.
I'm capable of gripping my full ass penis
Alright.
with both of my hands.
Email us at brownbrickspodcast@gmail.com.
Yeah, whether you're
which-
more of a no hands comer or two hands comer, or if
I
you're
mean-
one hands comer too, I guess.
Yeah, what I
No.
mean, obviously the
No.
winner is going to be no hands come
Yeah.
because that's the superior way to come.
Well, you're just gonna lie to me and
Well,
say
because
that you only
the
got
only people
emails
that'll
for-
send emails are me and Jack to our own email.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, the true way to no hands come is to do it in a woman. So
No, not the kind we're talking about.
The true way to no hands come is through sheer willpower.
Yeah.
Mastery of your
Determination.
body in every way.
Yeah.
Mastery of your full senses. Your
Yeah.
imagination.
First you reach nirvana, then you can no hands come.
That was what happened when the Buddha ascended or whatever they do.
He was sitting under his tree and he just
Yeah, he's sitting under the tree, and then that's why in the tree they don't clean it; it just stays there.
Yeah.
And it's gross and crusty.
You
It's like
clean a tree.
it's like those cum jars for My Little Pony things,
Yeah.
except for that tree because
the
everyone
jars aren't for that.
Line of
That's
jars.
right, because everyone
released.
goes when they worship, they have to come on there. They have to try to no hands come, but if they can't get it, they just.
I'm Asian and I'm Buddhist, and that's a practice that we do. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad to know.
I
Yeah.
would argue that sex with a woman does involve hands.
That's
One way or another.
Well, one
if you're
hand or
doing
two.
Even if both of them held their hands up, I don't think you'd have enough
Hands
balance.
behind your back while
In
she's
what
laying
position?
back.
Yeah, I
on
guess
the
you
bed.
are
position.
like. I guess you are like kind
You're
of
standing up
stabilizing
fully.
yourself.
What if the
She's
woman-
laying back on the
if
bed.
both- you could
push
just be
her
lying
back.
down
Women
too.
stabilize themselves with their hands to not be shoved
Okay,
back.
you're
Women-
counting her hands.
You mean
as
her
well?
hands
Yeah.
also?
Yeah.
Her hands are.
Oh.
If she's using hands,
If any
in
hands
the
are
act
involved.
of sex, that is hands being
We,
involved in
we-
your
there's a
cum.
whole new
okay.
side of the argument. 4 hands come.
Ooh,
We haven't even
I-
considered that.
I have.
Yeah, but that's-
There's an infinite amount of hands. What if there are
Look,
40 people just
Connor,
fondling?
you're thinking about like the convenience of the different number of hands involved in coming, when it's clearly about the achievement of pulling off and no hands.
Yeah,
come.
exactly.
I think for some, the 4 hands come is harder
You
than.
think you can do
No,
a-
4 hands come by Liam's logic is just like 2-person
Having
sex.
yeah, I think
assuming
that's
everyone
harder
has
for
all-
some people
you can
than the
buy
no
that,
hands
though.
come.
What about
Oh, I
going
see what you mean.
to an orgy and doing a stage dive and everyone has to grope you all over while they carry
Oh.
you
A
around
million
the house?
hands come.
That'd be a lot of
Unlimited
hands.
hand
A
works.
blowjob. Blowjob could be
think-
without hands. Both people could have their hands totally out of the
Well,
situation.
here's the thing. You guys are missing out
Yeah, yeah,
because
that's no hands.
for mine, the only people that I date, the only women that I date look like weebles,
Have
so they
no
wobble,
arms.
but they don't fall down.
Why
so
did
they don't
you,
have to stabilize themselves.
Why did you correct from people to women?
Because he's being
I'm talking about only women.
generic.
Oh, okay.
I'm talking about only women
He's
right
narrowing
now.
it down for dumbasses like you.
Yeah, stupid
Bitch.
asshole.
I would have asked a question like, "What do you mean by
Because
people?"
listen,
Look, Connor,
I'm not
you made
the
an
guys
enemy
who
of
look
us
like
all
weebles.
when you
That's
start
it.
going on about the 2 hands.
That's cool.
Come,
That's
okay?
cool. That's cool if you are. Don't come approaching me. I didn't want to say people because there could be a guy out there listening to this podcast
Who's
being
a
like,
weeble wobbler?
yeah, he's a weeble wobbler. He's got like the weird pear shape, but his legs are the pear part, and like the rest of his body is kind of, you know.
Yeah, weird, freaky weeble wobble.
We're
person.
How do you
familiar with
think-
Weeble Wobble.
How do you think guys that don't have the use of their hands, whether or not they don't have them,
Yeah.
or they just can't use them, how do they jerk off?
They know
Just
hands
rub up
come.
against stuff.
No
or
hands come.
You know, like you get a hook, like your captain.
Yeah,
hook.
they
They get
use
like
the
an auto
prosthetics.
blow.
Yeah,
They
they
get, like,
the
an
auto blow.
Auto blow.
They
on
might
the-
legit just
go,
get
go,
like a fleshlight and have it like pin it down with something so they can thrust
Go,
it.
go,
I do like the Iron Man home or whatever. It's just like I've got to change my hands, and he changes it, and it's like a rocket launcher, and then he changes it back, and then it's like the auto blow, and he like
No, it's
just
really loud.
sucks himself.
Jarvis, suck my dick.
Jarvis, talk dirty for me.
Our son's upstairs again. I wonder what he's doing.
He's
Why
turning
did
on
we
the
ever buy
Chinese
him that?
massage machine again.
What I want is like if anyone
That's
were to
just
ever
the
have an
Rick and
auto
Morty
blow above
episode.
me, I wish somebody would have like a pounding, like a every time you would like have that going on. It's like how's that even happening? Like it's such a small machine, but you can feel that. You can feel the
Smacking
vibrations
against
going
the wall.
everywhere.
What if you went to someone's house and they had a real doll that looked exactly like you?
I'd probably stop being friends with that person, honestly.
What if
How
they
the fuck did you get
insisted that it was a coincidence?
I think I might be in love with him. I'd feel like, oh, someone cares
I
about
actually
me.
got the wrong.
But then you'd
I
offer
did the
your body
random
and they'd be
one.
like, it's not the same.
It's
Oh
not the same as the real doll.
What do you guys think about rental sex dolls, like expensive ones that you rent?
Rental.
They're actually pretty cheap. Well, in the
To
hypothetical,
buy.
a lot of
If
people
you
have been
rent it
saying
and
like
return it?
rental prostitution would be way cheaper than regular
What
prostitution
the fuck
because
is rental prostitution?
that just means you have like sex dolls that you can like pull off a rack and rent.
Oh well, that okay.
And
it's
then
not
once AI,
prostitution.
and then once AI,
Yeah, the
becomes a
difference
thing-
in there is not changing it to rent. It's a whole new thing you're fucking.
You're renting equipment.
Damn.
I mean,
Liam just
Liam's just pointing at a lady on a board game.
yeah.
Target
Sexy
acquired.
ass board
Target
game.
acquired.
Oh yeah, if you guys
Acquired.
want to see a fucked up YouTube channel, check out Just Francis.
We should try to get him to collab
And
with
look,
us.
look
We
for
should-
him picking up drunk women and clearly harassing them.
He's committing crimes
Yeah.
on camera.
Possibly drugging them.
Yeah,
Possibly,
it's
yeah.
not. There's a non-zero chance. All I know is that he reps the set because a lot of other guys they don't want to actually show you what it's really
That's
like.
true,
But
yeah.
he
He's real.
straps that camera right onto his
He's
backpack,
a real ass dude.
and he goes out and he hits on people who do not want to be hit on at Target. It's great. It's what you want out of a pickup
Man
artist.
has more confidence than he has any right to have.
Yeah.
For a
What
very,
gave him that much
very
confidence?
I guess he's kind of ugly. He's like not traditionally attractive
Yeah.
in any way.
He's
He's like
whatever.
balding.
Yeah,
as
but he's
well.
not. It's something
He's,
where
he's a little older, so he's starting to look bad. But he's like a
like if he had a
whatever
great
looking guy.
personality, he would be like attractive. If he had a terrible personality, he would not be attractive.
His looks
And
are
they're-
not what's holding him back.
Yeah, exactly.
It's his
Let's put it that way.
personality and
Walking up
mannerisms.
to
Yeah,
women
they're-
at Target and asking them about all the options you have to.
I mean, should we even
select
be should we
from.
even be promoting his channel? Like he
Absolutely.
is committing crimes.
All right, just do what I
Go
do.
report his
Go to the
channel.
drunk girl video and just report it, and then don't watch anymore. How about that?
Yeah.
And
We'll
then-
advocate that.
and then
Yeah.
recommend in the
but
comments
if you're
that he
if you're then
should
curious,
but then
You should
recommend in
listen
the
to
comments
Brown
that he
Bricks
should come on
podcast.
to the Brown Bricks podcast.
I mean, we don't have to worry too much. We don't have a platform or anything.
Yeah, we're not gonna give him so much exposure that he pops off all of a sudden.
The one Japanese guy still listening, hoping we'll talk about VTubers again. Like, it's not gonna happen to the same level as it did that one time. You're gonna get morsels here and
Never
there.
yeah, I do
Yeah.
like how it's just exponentially less VTubers the longer you go.
Yeah, brilliant. It was a brilliant move on Jackson's part to open with
Yeah,
VTubers.
absolutely.
5 head.
Should we play the jingle?
Played
because
that
of
SEO hard.
ジャック&ジャクソン VTuber コーナー
Yeah, sure,
Alright.
throw it in
Do
somewhere.
you guys have a
Cool.
VTuber guest?
Yeah, honestly, we can get
Yeah.
some small time
Yeah, some
VTuber
incredibly
to get
small-time
on our
VTubers.
podcast, and they're just like, "What the fuck do you guys even
Hello,
talk about?"
hello,
Yeah, I know.
VTuber. Would you like to be on the racist Brown Bricks podcast?
Would you like to be my
There
girlfriend?
has to be a racist VTuber out there. I refuse to
Yeah,
believe
yeah.
that there's not at least one or
The
two.
4chan VTuber.
We should
Yeah.
open up like she comes on the podcast and the first thing we ask is like, "Are you married? How do you choose? There's so many options."
Do
Just start hitting on VTubers.
doing a 4-man interview with the VTuber.
And everyone's hitting on her.
Yeah,
For reference, "Are you married?" is one of just Francis's pickup lines.
That is.
That's his
yeah.
opener. Or are you French? And then the person says, no. And he's like, oh, I
you
heard your
sounded French.
you sound French.
You sound
It's like
incredible.
what?
And just not immediately like, all right, that one's a loss. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, the amount of lingo that pickup artists have
Oh my
is
God, yeah.
extremely
DHV.
interesting to me. Just like calling every woman you go up and talk to a set, like you're like you're working out, like you're walking up to someone.
Oh,
I
yeah.
guess like
You're
practicing.
working out your mind, yeah.
Yeah.
That's
You're
one of the
working out-
better Just Francis ones where he's riding around town on a bike and he's just like target acquired, but he doesn't go up to most of them. He's just
Yeah.
like quickly looking around. He's like, "There's a woman target acquired,"
And then he'll continue to look at them, but we won't like see her face.
He'll be
so-
like, "Ah, too far away."
yeah.
Do you think there's any people like European street people that sell garbage products that do tutorials on YouTube?
Yeah.
Be
Probably.
Like, what you want to start with is your worst physical ailment. I lost all my toes in a
Oh yeah,
Oh,
like,
like
they teach you how to
scammers?
sell
Like how
like
to scam people?
counterfeit purses or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The people
that's
you're
funny.
looking to scam, and then they have like the chest cam, and then they'll just be like, "This person is obviously a tourist who doesn't know what he's doing,
Yeah,
so he thinks I'm selling the real
Here's
thing."
how to know when the cops are coming to break up your illegal
I
market.
need a tutorial video for Nigerians on how to sell squishy little pig toys
Yeah.
to people outside of like the Notre Dame or whatever.
I think the optimal way to do it is just to go and try to sell to like Fuddruckers and all of those things where you get not Fuddruckers, like Dave and Buster's and all those places
Yeah.
that you get like tickets, and then you have it's like, oh, you only have 25 tickets actually, so you could buy this one shitty little frog that can jump up. It's like that's your market, man. That's your gold
This
mine.
is all I have to sell you. I only have the shitty frog.
That's all I need. Because imagine, I would pay for that. I would pay $100 for that, probably.
$100 for a little shitty frog.
If it was cool enough,
But
yeah.
you
What if it
can
was
make
a
jump.
crazy frog?
I think the bid would go up then. I think it's safe to say.
If the viewers don't know, Crazy Frog, I like to move it remix.
Yeah, he
It's
did a
pretty
cover
good.
of it. Yeah,
Yeah.
It's pretty good. Okay, thank you.
we
for
were listening to some
recommending
pretty good songs on the drive
Really
up
good
here.
songs, yeah.
Yeah.
Some I'm Blue, some
Definitely.
Gummy Bear songs.
That
it.
insane
Tom
clown posse.
McDonald. Me and Jack listened to some Tom McDonald
Yeah, that
and
was
had
good.
a nice little cringe.
I've never, like, because I heard of him through hushed tones in the middle of the night, as my parents told me I should go to bed, and I walk down the hall, and there's a single candlelight there,
I love
and I
Tom
hear under
McDonald.
it, and then I'm like, I hear the words Tom McDonald, but I don't really know what it's all about. He's like a anti-SJW rapper, and it gets
so
about as bad as
cringe.
you think.
I didn't know until this trip, but Phineas has really been trying to get everyone into Insane Clown Posse.
Yeah.
It's getting really old.
Clowncore.
It's not Insane Clown Posse, it's Clowncore, and it's good.
Yeah, and he keeps playing ICP. This is Clowncore.
What was the fucking Chills video where it's like, that could be a
Man,
ghoul or
yeah.
even a clown?
Yeah.
I think the best Insane Clown Posse songs where he's like, how do magnets work? I don't fucking
Magnets,
know.
how the fuck do they work?
I don't
Very
trust scientists.
seriously, yeah.
It's true. I'm playing with this
Yeah,
magnet
all the
right here.
scientists are fucking lying.
They fucking lie. Okay.
Ask most people how polarity on magnets work. They won't be able to tell you that.
Do you know how it works, huh?
They'll just fucking
Your
toss stuff.
aching to
poles
tell us.
connect and stick together.
How does
Easy
it work?
peasy.
Well, one's the female end and one's
Yeah.
the male end.
What
And when they love each
magnetizes
other
them?
very much.
Yeah.
When they love
Why
each other,
doesn't
they
a magnet
magnetize.
tear itself in half if both sides are supposed to be attracted
Like, they,
to
like-
each other?
That's true.
Because
Yeah.
because that's how like it's pulsating around. The electromagnets make a lot of different electrons go around those different things.
Shut up.
Yeah.
That's what the government wants you to think.
Shut up, bitch.
I don't know the exact terminology, so just trying to explain like what I know about magnets in a loosey goosey.
Yeah, we know they stick together.
The
We
only
should
magnets
call
I've
Tage.
never used.
Call
have
Tage.
really
No, we're not
sticky
fucking
stuff
calling
on
Tage.
So he can tell us how magnets work.
them. He will
Tage
tell
would
you.
not know how
It
magnets
is
work.
not how magnets work.
He could
It's not his
say.
area of expertise.
He could figure it out. I think probably.
I'm sorry. That's not his real name. Tage.
Yeah, we
We've said
We
it
say
before.
Tage. Just don't say that other one.
What do you?
Don't say the one that
trying to
comes
say?
after.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey,
Oh,
Giving
no.
himself
Oh
more work.
well.
Giving myself more work.
So you're gonna edit this here.
Yeah.
Like we're all gonna be at the beach getting tan, and you're gonna be inside.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it when
on
we're
your
doing
computer.
things, as opposed to when we're all watching pickup videos.
Yeah.
While
As
we're all getting
opposed to when
high.
Jack is getting anxiety from us watching car crash videos.
Listen,
and has
listen.
to-
Yeah, we're
I,
gonna
what
bring-
was it? No, what
I
was
was
it
so
about?
sure you were beating your meat down.
No, I was not. I was legitimate. I went to the bathroom for like 20 minutes at that point.
To do
Because I was
what?
just because I thought I was gonna like.
You're
throw
not
up
helping your
chunks.
case. You're
Oh,
not.
oh, you're feeling ill.
Oh, you're
Yeah.
getting greened out.
I was. It was like it was a bizarre
Weed.
combination though
Too
because I
much
felt
weed.
totally fine, but I think it was the alcohol, the insane amounts of alcohol, the burgers and the weed all together.
They were
just created-
excellently made
and
burgers.
then
They
they
were
were amazing burgers, but I ate so many of them, and then I watched a bunch of car crash videos, which stressed me the hell out. And then I was like,
We really tried to night crawl you, but
Yeah.
but I locked the door.
That was so good. We were all like just sitting outside Jack's room in the dark. We're like, "Come out, Jack." He's like, "No."
We tried
No,
to
I'm
play the
good.
top 10 hottest Sonic characters to lure you out.
It almost did. I almost woke up from my deep slumber.
You stupor.
I was like, oh, what is that?
Is it?
I just want to see her take wing.
Yeah. If you deny that Rouge is the hottest, how dare you?
You must be high.
He didn't even put Nicole in his hottest Sonic characters.
What a price
Did
to
that character
pay.
even
Price
exist
to
when you wrote
pay.
that?
what a price to pay.
Yeah, definitely.
Kinda like
Chills,
he was
Chills
covering
cadence.
that.
Oh my god, I would pay Chills to cover the top 10 hottest Sonic
Sonic
characters.
characters.
If only we could see her take wing.
Have you ever
About the
seen-
size of the average human mother.
And she's like a mother to Tails.
Does he choose only female characters, or is he homophobic?
She's not a mother to Tails. But
Oh, he said
for the
top 10
hottest
female
female
Sonic
characters.
characters.
Cream the
Oh,
rabbit.
It would make
She's
sense that
like-
only
Does he do
females
top
would.
10 hottest male characters?
I doubt it.
Apparently he's a pretty prolific person. Like there's all of his videos are like that funny, but he took a lot of them down. So
No.
the only ones that survived are like the incredibly
archived it.
notorious one. Yeah.
No.
I don't know why people would be mean.
Yeah, why would anyone bully that
I
guy?
would-
Yes. All he wanted to do is grab a glass of orange juice and a snack, and here we
Yeah.
go.
Grab a snack and a cup of orange juice, and here we go.
Grab a snack and a cup of orange juice. And
And here we
This is gonna
go.
be the dumbest fucking podcast we've ever had.
It's just because we've been talking to each other for the past like 4 days
We've
already.
been stuck in cars to get together. We're fucking going delirious.
That delirium's just gonna sneak into this podcast.
Like we opened up with a bunch of no hands cum jokes. I have no context for that.
we've talked over everything. Anyone, if you guys should really research Scorpion Bones.
Yes. Scorpion.
That's the least funny thing you can possibly say.
Yeah, if you guys visit Tahoe, watch out for active scorpion farms.
That
You don't get it, but
I
we
didn't
do.
like that joke.
No, where? Don't say the word.
What?
Tahoe. We already said Tahoe.
That really narrows it down.
We're actually
just driving around the whole lake. We're like, we'll fucking find it.
You gotta be on the beach.
Those
somewhere.
guys look like the guys who record the Brown Bricks podcast.
Those
I
guys
do
look
know
like
that
people
guy.
kind of. I
record
feel like-
racist podcasts, Brown Bricks podcast.
Yeah,
Dog
we're actually a
whistle
bunch of
podcast.
Chad Ubermenches, so if
Yeah.
you're looking out for anything, look
We're
out
big.
for that.
We love Stone Toss comics too. Please
I'm
check
a-
them out.
That's actually why Jack's been carrying his speaker over his head,
Um,
bouncing with it, because people
Yeah.
will look for us and they'll be like, "Yeah, those guys are way too."
Yeah,
Chad."
listening to Brad Paisley walking down the street, those guys are not.
balling.
Yeah, those guys are a little too
Shot
ballin'
calling.
for being as racist as they are on the Brown Bricks podcast.
We're not racist. Guys.
We're not.
yeah, only when
We're
it's
pretty
funny.
chill. Only when it's hilarious.
Only when it's funny. That makes it good.
Only when it's talking
That
about
makes
Benjamin
it
Button
good.
becoming race mixed or whatever the fuck we even.
Objectively,
Yeah, no,
I
race
don't-
mixing is bad. Yeah.
Well, the Time Cube
Yeah.
says so, at least.
You can only listen to this
Traveling
podcast
through
while
all the
being
fucking
racist.
small towns, we all thought we were just gonna get shot
Easy
to
Rider,
death by
yeah.
fucking
Mad Easy Rider.
hillbillies
I
or
was
something.
I was wearing a shirt that had consent on it as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're like, we're not about that in these
wearing
parts.
my Jesus Bong Hits for Jesus shirt would get me fucking murdered in some
Oh yeah,
of
we
those
were
small
going for a walk
towns.
today. Just walking by little kids, like falling us for Jesus. They're like turning their heads. They're like, "What?"
They were so
Bong Hits for
hyped, so incredibly
Jesus.
fucking hyped.
We don't even have a bong here. We only have pre-rolls and edibles.
I know.
It's true.
For a state where weed's legal, people give me dirty looks when I walk down the street with the edible bag.
Really? That's funny.
Like only like one person, but it's like, come on,
Feels
Come on.
come on.
Come on.
Feels
What,
like they all
what do
do
you drink?
It's legal here.
She's probably a no hands comer. Whoever looked at you.
It wasn't.
No,
it
she was a
wasn't
two hands
she.
comer.
That's like reverse.
That's
sexism.
true.
You started assuming they were a woman.
Yeah.
That makes
Just
you
the
woke,
Karen
actually.
archetype is so ingrained in all of our psyches. I feel like that's immediately where I go when I'm being judged by somebody. When you feel the judging eyes on you, you're like, you're a mom, and you're
No hands coming.
and you're,
Yeah.
no, you're.
If you ever
two hands.
become a
no
mom,
hands coming.
just fucking kill yourself.
Yeah.
It's bullshit.
Your kid will thank you.
No one will respect you. Just know that.
Don't-
Yeah, if you ever think about saying, "Hey, they were kind of late on my order. Now that I have it, I should talk
If
to
you're,
them
if you're a
about that."
Karen, yeah.
Don't.
If this podcast ends today and this is the last episode, I just want the message to be that mothers are cowards who don't
Jesus
deserve
Christ.
respect.
My mom listens to this.
Happy
Especially
Father's Day.
single mothers.
Happy Father's
Yeah,
Day.
I'm just trying to celebrate Father's Day right now.
Mhm.
That's true.
What better way to celebrate fathers than
Putting
to put down
mothers.
mothers?
Yeah,
Yeah.
mothers get a little too much credit.
Yeah.
Mothers, I don't know. It's
Time to take them down a few pegs. Moms.
the one thing that I do hate is like
Welcome
now
to
that I've
the true man's world.
Yeah.
now true man's
bringing
world. The one thing that I've seen
2021 gonna be the year of the patriarchy.
yeah, bringing it back, baby. I think the one thing that I do kind of is annoying is that now that a lot of not like a lot of my friends, but a couple of people that I know have kids and they're dealing with that, they're always like, "Well, actually, I'm a genius and I already know everything there is to know about like having kids."
Well,
And I've already been through everything there possibly is, and I was like, you've had him for like 4 months, like things
little
are gonna
little
get
Billy
wild.
could still take a turn for the worse.
Exactly, little Billy's gonna end up being that one guy who shot up a school with a bow and arrow.
Yeah, little Billy's
Yeah.
gonna
That's
get
a
into
bad
your
movie.
Yeah,
little
What-
Billy's
is that
gonna
a
get into
movie?
your edibles.
Yeah. The guy who
Bad.
Ezra Miller, who plays the Flash, he plays a psychopath who's just a psychopath as soon as he's born, and he's like super weird and creepy only to his mom, but then like a cool, fun son to like his dad and sister, and then like the movie ends with him like not shooting up his school, but like locking them in a gymnasium and taking them out with a bow.
and then
Very
they,
nuanced film. It
and then at
sounds
the
like.
very end, they're like, he was always evil. I could never help him. He
I
was
think it has bad messages about mental health.
Yeah.
That movie.
but my sister loves it.
Yeah.
She
She said it was
really?
really good.
Well,
Just 'cause of
That
Ezra
kind of
Miller.
fits in my perspective of your sister. I think.
She's like, maybe if he had an exorcism.
What about that fucking one Daily what the fuck
Mail?
is that shit called? Not Daily Mail, Daily what's the one that Ben Shapiro does?
Is that a coon?
Goblin.
What the
Yeah,
fuck
no.
is that?
When I say I meant raccoon
Your
when
neighbor
I said
is
that.
cooking outside.
All right, cool.
Oh, Daily Wire.
Daily Wire, yeah, they were gonna do their school shooting movie. Did that ever come out?
I think it's in progress.
Oh,
It takes a
okay.
while to make movies.
Not that long.
I mean, pretty long.
Do you like the movie because it shows that even with gun control, you can still shoot up a school?
Yeah. Yeah, he's like, no, they restrict all the guns in the world.
Yeah, that's
except
why
for-
they choose the book for that movie. Like the director's like trying to make like a serious drama, but also he's like, let's sneak this in there.
I like the idea that the
Some
Ben
real good
Shapiro gun control
politics.
movie is like everything. There are no more guns in the United States, but then a cartel brings over a shit ton of guns, and then a bunch of people start going on mass school shootings. But the only way to stop them is they like make a gun out of a bunch of different parts in the school and are able to
They
shoot
run
them
like
down.
their school. It's a nice school. Has like a 3D printer in the library. They're
Yeah.
like, come on.
Come on! It's like loading the progress bar. And then he's like turns around and shoots it immediately. They printed the bullet inside the gun.
Yeah, printed the cartridge.
Damn. What are
That'd
you
be tough.
doing?
Be really loud.
Stop it.
You realize, guys, we
What
have
the fuck?
we kind of have a podcast going on over here.
You can suck my pod.
This is gonna be a rough one.
Yeah, I know.
I'm not editing it.
Who knows? Who knew that doing on vacation you get distracted?
And tired.
Yeah.
I think the is this because okay, the only one that could possibly contend is the one where we did like 2 days in a row,
Oh
and
yeah.
it was the day
That was
after.
the
like-
other backlog one.
Yeah.
Where we're like, oh, we'll do it 2 days in a row, get a backlog going, because that's
Uh-huh.
gonna be gone for a bit. And then
Yeah.
we were just all like, Jackson was a little hungover, and we were
Yeah.
just tired.
Extremely hungover.
mildly hungover
Yeah,
and
that was
tired.
rough.
I'm not hungover today at all.
No.
We did well.
Yeah,
It's the ganja.
The
Was it the
ganja.
ganja?
the
I
ganj.
think I drank a lot of water.
That's a good call. Drink water, kids. I think
After you drink. And
it's supposed to be very hot.
Tan.
No,
global
just
warming.
smoke weed instead. You also don't get.
we might all be very sunburned.
You don't get
We
you don't get like
know.
foggy in the morning when you
Yeah.
smoke weed.
I mean, not. I'm pretty fine. I was fine this morning.
I get foggy.
I mean, not that I smoked any weed.
Nobody you know.
oh
listens.
no, they're gonna
You
know.
just said your mom listens.
And she,
I don't
oh,
listen
you
to
didn't tell
media.
your mom.
Jackson's mom smokes weed, right?
Yeah.
You're fine.
Like 2 or 3 hours after I smoke, I always get a really bad headache, and I feel like my sinuses are full.
Mm, that sucks.
Boo hoo, you're a pussy. Ooh.
Yeah.
This is a really good joke.
Got him.
Got his ass.
Got his ass.
Jackson, do you have a
That was really
What?
funny.
do you have a list?
No, I hadn't prepared anything.
No, Jackson, you made me laugh a lot at when Tage was having people over, and then people were talking about how they did a 10K, and you're like, yeah, 10K centimeters, man.
Just shitting on someone I don't know.
Not, only you and I were laughing. We're
That's
just-
fucking hilarious.
We're like, God is it?
Got him.
Alright, I got a bit for you guys to riff on.
All right, well,
Come
get
around
in
to
front
the
of the
mic,
mic if
yeah.
you're gonna do that.
No, they can hear from here.
No,
No, they
can't.
What?
It picks up at the front.
Jesus.
It's a cone.
Jesus.
Jesus.
Alright, what if you have jolly old St. Nicholas, but instead it's jolly old St. Nipples?
Oh,
So what was
yeah,
the only
he has
difference?
no
Just he has
nipples.
his he just
Or
like
he's all
cuts out
nipples.
he cuts out the holes in his nipples.
He could also be all nipples.
No.
Yes,
Well, it depends on how. If
How would
it's,
he be all nipples?
if it's
Well, how
Nipolas, that implies he's like a nipple
Nipples.
version
Nipple
of Saint
ass.
Nicholas.
Exactly.
But if
Like
it's
he
nip,
is
if it's
Nipple-less.
nipple-less,
Yeah,
then
nipple-less.
it's
Oh.
without nipples.
Yeah.
what does he do? Does he deliver
He takes
nipples
away
to
your
the
nipples.
children?
He steals them from
if
you.
he steals
Or he
nipples
robs
from
them
bad
away.
children,
He's like the tooth fairy, but with nipples.
he's like
Yeah.
what's the like the Christmas monster in some countries that gives you cold?
Krampus.
Yeah, Krampus. He's like
Krampus.
Krampus, but he takes your nipples away if you're bad.
Yeah, instead of your children.
You're bad.
Would that be
What
worse?
if he
if you-
bestows new nipples upon you if you're good?
If you leave
Yeah, he gives
nipples
you
under
candy
your
cane
bed, he
nipples,
pays
so whenever
you.
anyone sucks
Yeah.
them.
Well, every
When your
little
baby
child,
nipples fall
When
out.
your baby nipples come
every
out.
little child
Your
when they're
adult
young, if they're
nipples.
good
The
enough, their
nipple
nipples
fairies.
will develop into bigger areolas.
Bigger, more powerful nipples.
Yeah.
I do have large areola nipples.
Mine are
They're
are
not
puffy.
large, they're
mine
like-
are puffy. I got puffy ass nips.
fairly
They're two
normal.
I'd say they're pretty
This
long.
one's always pretty
Alright.
taut.
Nipple
This
cast?
one's
Hell
ovular
yeah.
and usually softer.
All right, everyone get your nips out.
Well, okay,
All right,
Lake,
everyone
this
take
will
your
be good
shirts off.
audio.
this is one of the lake
Yeah.
rules. No shirt
let's
in the
all
house.
let's
Lake
all
rule.
vote on who has the best nipples, and then that gets to be the thumbnail for this podcast.
I don't think. Yeah, sure. I think Jackson's.
You guys have
Mine are
identical
usually pretty
nipples.
bad,
I think Phineas and Jackson
I
have
think it's a
identical
good-
nipples.
Jackson's
They're more white.
I like
His
the
are
I like
red.
the shade on Jackson.
But they're like the same size.
I think
Like
I
we got
think that one's
some
darker.
I
we
think
got some
Jack-
pinkins going on. Jackson's
Let
got
me
a
see the
little
nipple, let me see.
like a hot pink.
That's a good.
Here, the thumbnail this week will just be our 5 nipples, and we'll label them 1 to 5, and you guys
Alright,
decide.
yeah, so Jackson's number 1, I think we're saying.
Yeah.
Okay.
Liam, I like Liam's.
I like Jack's nipples.
I like the definition on
I'm
Liam's.
jealous of
Yeah.
people with tighter nipples. I don't like mine being so puffy.
I don't like mine either. They're kind of
Yeah, I think number 2 for me comes down to Jack or Liam.
I like
appreciate
tight
that.
I've
nipples
also got little
on
skin
Liam's.
tags that
I
are
feel
dotted
like
around
okay.
for
I
you to
feel
look
like
at.
Jackson and
Oh, the
Phineas's
old
nipples are very
Polish one,
similar.
too.
Well, you've been
Yeah.
outvoted, and
Oh, yeah.
Jackson
Well,
wins.
just-
Uh,
She's done that later.
okay.
Sorry,
Alright.
Connor.
For me, I think it goes Jackson, Jack, Liam, Connor, and I'm not going to rank myself because
Okay.
it's too
So
hard.
I'm last. That's cool.
I might be below you.
I
knows?
go.
You're
I mean,
just
I don't know.
staring at. You're
Look,
staring
they're
them
a
down
little.
right
They're
now.
little. There's not much going on with yours. There's not a lot to say. I do like. They're a little more ovular though.
Yeah, you get some.
They're a little more oblong.
Thanks, guys. Thanks, guys.
Some UFOs.
No, that's a good thing.
This is a big part of my self-esteem. So
Your nipples.
You could conceivably paint your stomach to have a face on it.
You
and
could.
It would be
You could
very
make a
funny.
not that
video-
anyone should ever look
You can
up
make a
anything
video
about
called
that.
Mr. Stomach on the YouTube channel Code Connor.
You don't really need to look up
And
any of that, really.
You could have a face painted on your belly, and that would be a Mr. Stomach.
I should just
man.
start shouting all our full names so Jack has to blur this part of
I've done
Oh, I
that
can
gag
selectively
before.
blur.
You'd be ripping me off if you pulled that move.
Damn.
We're gonna get a lot of Cali Guzz in this episode.
California love. I was gonna say something about something.
It's kind of
And
hot.
then I forgot it because you guys started talking. What the fuck?
We're talking about Santa Claus nipple Krampus.
Before I got
Santa Claus
ranked
nipple
bottom of the
Krampus.
nipple,
Oh, no.
bottom of the nipple
I was thinking,
totem pole
All right,
game.
cry more. All right, look, someone's got to be last in the nipple game. Okay.
Look,
Yeah.
I don't mind being below average, right? Like half the world, is below
Well,
average.
maybe
you
we
better
have-
not mind because you're
below
fucking
average
last.
nipples.
Trust
You better
me.
not
Trust
mind
me.
real quick because you're fucking last.
I think we just have a supreme example of nipples at this table, so I think it's hard to say.
It is.
like-
This is like a pretty competitive nipple ring here.
Yeah, so I think
Nipple
being
league.
last is
A
not
nipple ring.
necessarily
Nipple
something to
ring.
be.
Yeah. I think
ashamed of.
I just exposed my nipples to oxygen more than you guys.
Yeah.
I don't think you guys, it would be okay if you put me last. I have the biggest tit. It's at least unique.
I was giving you middle of the pack, but maybe even taking over Jack. Like I'm kind of even on you and Jack.
Okay. No, I think it's
No, I
hard
think Liam's
because
are the best
how
for
do
me.
you rank them? Because you can't rank them objectively. We're always ranking them subjectively. I'm
My
wondering.
skin is
Well,
so
yeah, we just gotta do a 1
pale
through
that
5
really
and
accentuates
average it
the
out.
pink.
We'll work it out later, and then we'll make it the thumbnail. We'll work it.
Well, then I'm gonna rank
Perfect.
mine first, just to skew the
No.
ranking.
Yeah, no, you're not ranking yourself, obviously.
I think if
Dipshit.
you're not rating
Bitch.
one top, you're gay.
Yeah, that's true. That is very true. I have to
Excellent
prefer
points.
big tits.
All right,
big
well,
tits with big nips.
I certainly don't want to be gay.
That would be.
Solve it.
You got me
Yeah,
there.
therefore
That'd
Liam,
be a thing.
therefore Liam wins.
I apologize for the terrible audio. I'm so bored.
You remove that shirt, Buster Brown, and maybe it's cool off.
Yeah, what is up? Too many shirts at this table right now.
I honestly
This
think
is
it's
a
much better
jacket.
look
I have no
than
shirt.
full on.
That's true.
Even if you bring it all the way down.
You're the cow.
Oh yeah, it looks fine.
You
Wearing,
take the easy
wearing,
way out.
No, this is a vibe, Connor. I disrespect you for saying that. I'm
C'est la vibe.
Yeah.
bitch.
So still have a
Vibrations are
Such
good.
sweet sensations.
So
You keep looking at
me and Liam were talking
Well, yeah, I'm
about
thinking about
guys getting compliments the other day. But what's like the strangest compliment you guys feel like you've ever received? Because when I was
It's
in
so cool how you just came with no hands.
That's
Well,
so
you're too
positive.
Before you
Just
even
coming
touched
before
me.
Wait, you're saying you don't even need hands to come?
That is a constant one I get. Constant.
Every time.
What, you think you're gonna get compliments based off your 2 hands coming, Connor?
I get compliments off the 2 hands coming.
I think
Like,
you get compliments based off the fact that I can hold my dick with both of my hands. And
that's
But
still
did they
very
ever
shake
cool.
that
specifically
That is very
say
cool. It's
two
like a lever.
hands?
You gotta pull it
You
back
can hold
and
it like they
forth.
can comment. It's like you got a big dick, but do they ever say, "Wow, you can
Wow,
two
nice
hands"?
two
come."
hands come.
No, but listen,
Fuck
no
yeah.
hands come.
You can have a big dick and no hands come.
Yeah.
True,
Yeah.
yeah.
Also,
They're not
like,
mutually
no hands
exclusive.
coming is a skill you have to develop, whereas just having a big dick, like, yeah, that's good for you.
Are you allowed
I'm proud.
Are you allowed to swing or helicopter it while no hands coming?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
if that does it for you.
I
Yeah.
That's
think the
encouraging.
key
That's
for
how-
2 hands coming is
part
you
of that
move it like laterally instead of up and down, so it's like a
Why-
wrench more than a jerk off.
Why
Yeah.
is that good?
You're ratcheting your
no,
balls.
That's
You're
I mean, it's
thinking
the skill.
you're-
It's all about the skill.
I
You're
believe-
thinking,
I'll
you're
take your
thinking
word
about
for
the
it.
trolley problem,
It's the
and you're like,
trolley,
"Oh,
yeah.
do it." No, I wouldn't.
Yeah,
do
you
it.
can
No,
just
I
do it
wouldn't.
back and forth.
And then they all die, and then you come.
You're ratcheting your balls up into yourself.
Like a
Tightening them
dog.
up
Yeah.
like a dog.
Yeah.
No.
I'm so committed to no handsing it that when I'm faced with trolley situations, I never pull the lever.
You swing. You gotta swing your little dick at the lever and knock it over.
My huge. Well, I'd come on the lever.
As
no
a
hands.
two-handser, I would have to grab the lever and pull it every time.
I insert the lever into my ass and then move it with my
I like the idea
Yeah.
that because you
That's
know how
the
they
better
do
way to
subtle
go.
things where people ask like, "Oh, do you like X, Y, or Z?" And then someone can be like, "Yeah, that guy obviously can extrapolate like stupid things out of that." I don't know if I'm making any sense with that, but I'm saying that the trolley problem has always been your proclivity to no hands come or two hands
Yeah.
come. It's just been
Yeah, subconsciously, what you choose is always based on
Yeah.
what you prefer.
Yeah,
It's not like an
exactly.
ethics question. It really is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One or
In a
two,
way, it's
0.
ethics still.
Yeah.
You think
coming-
hands
You think
coming
no
or
hands
two
coming
hands
is
coming
unethical?
not related
is
to
an
ethics.
ethical issue.
Yeah.
Well, is
How?
it-
How so?
it depends
It's
on-
you expel less energy when you no hands come.
And that's ethical?
Yeah, and you're
That-
saving
Or is it
that.
And that-
unethical?
prevents the heat death of the universe by a little bit.
Interesting.
Delays it.
I feel like it'd take more effort to no hands come.
When you're bad at it,
Okay.
Yeah, that sounds like a person who hasn't really mastered
Yeah.
the art, much like
for me,
unlike-
it's just like fucking snapping my fingers and I bust
yeah.
hard.
What would you guys think about a Peloton sex bed?
That's
So you
its
log
own-
in, it's like, all right, everybody, let's get ready now.
Oh,
Would you have like a sex bot on the bed,
Yeah,
or
the
you just
screen, yeah.
you would have to have a partner to do
You
this?
could. They could also have like a fleshlight
Well,
Peloton.
Would that be
Well,
like
yeah.
pro no
I was
hands
hoping that there was
coming,
gonna be like a real doll strapped to the bed, and then you would do that, and then she would like have a bass on the wall mouth lip flap thing to go along with the trainer. So as you look at her, she's just like, "Go on, you got it. No, this feels so good. I swear."
Going in the water.
Maybe an ass blaster Peloton bike.
Yeah, those are
Yeah,
like
the
the real
Always
bikes,
Sunny.
That's from It's Always
yeah.
Sunny.
Yeah, bitch. Yeah, bitch.
It's just so you don't relax.
The dildo on the bike.
Yeah, of course you can't just.
So
be
you don't
sediment.
sit down on the bike again. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I have one at home.
An
Yeah,
electric
that's
bike.
cool.
It's fist.
The wind god fist.
Wind God fist up your ass.
Yeah.
10-hit combo. Oh yeah, Kiryu's in Smash. That's pretty cool.
Pretty sick.
What's he from?
Tekken.
Tekken.
Okay.
He's a Tekken character. You wouldn't know him.
Yeah,
it's
gonna be
already
very
a
cool.
fighting game. You don't need to put fighting game guys in it.
We already have too many fighting game
I
guys
hope
because they're
that-
all fighting game
I
characters.
hope the
Please
last
put
one's
Shadow the
Doom
Hedgehog.
Shadow.
I think I was talking
I
to
would
Jackson
buy a
on the way
Switch.
up, talking about like Smash people who like are just the most ungrateful pieces of shit. Where pretty much like every video game character's in, but there's like, but where's Geno? I want to see Geno.
Other
It's like
Nintendo characters that we've already
Yeah.
seen before.
it's like you don't actually care about Geno. You like tricked yourself into thinking you care about
Who
Geno.
is Geno?
He's some guy from like Super Mario RPG,
Yeah.
and then everyone's like, he would make a really cool Smash character.
He's like
actually.
a puppet man with a gun hand.
Yeah, and people were like, he would be kind of a different Smash character, and I'm like, that would be something I could see in like Brawl, where it's like that's a really weird pick, but right now it just feels like, come on, like really, you're gonna
Now they're
complain?
like trying to go for like the coolest shit. they
Yeah,
can.
it's like you're gonna complain that we got like, would you erase Solid Snake for Geno?
Well, yeah. Also, like people like look back at the other characters and like, oh, we should get more characters like that. But when those characters were added to Smash, they were like new franchise
Yeah.
characters
Yeah.
a lot of the time. So like obviously they're not going to keep doing franchises from that era now.
I mean, I for one really liked the big booby Pyra girl from Xenoblade.
Pyra,
Um,
that's
Chronicles.
Pinko and Minko.
Definitely needed.
Yeah.
Definitely
Is
needed.
I-
Pyra
I
even
like
the big
them.
titty one? I thought it was
They're
Mithra
both
with
Pyra,
big
they both
titties.
have pretty
They
big
all
titties.
have
Mithra
all
has
of the
bigger
characters.
titties.
Sure.
Mithra has some pretty massive.
I mean,
numbers.
Pyra's okay by anime standards.
Yeah,
That's fine.
I left my
I don't hate him.
yeah. I was thinking about leaving my Mithra figure because it became a staple of my old house. My old house that I was living with a bunch of fraternity guys. That had gotten a lot of Snapchats and a lot of people really liked it in the house. But
Really
then
respected it.
after we moved out, I was like, should I leave this here? Because it's kind of a part of Doghouse now. And I was like, no.
Doghouse, yeah.
Yeah.
They're gonna know where you used to live now.
At
They'll
Doghouse.
put Doghouse in
1-800 Doghouse Lane.
Yeah.
If you were a police officer what bumper sticker would make you let someone off?
If I was a police officer, I would kill myself immediately. The question wouldn't matter.
Society of service.
You're a highway patrolman in an area where there is only one race. It's impossible to be racist. What?
No, but you know that you're perpetuating that.
You think I'll find something.
Yeah,
Like brown
the
eyes,
tannest guy in this town.
yeah. I'll find a star-bellied sneech to really out.
Yeah, I'll stay at
I'll
the
go back
beach
to a
and wait
town.
till someone gets like fucking tan enough. I'm just sitting there with the fucking hunting rifle with the scope on it, watching them brown.
I'll be looking for the Italians and Irish if there's no one.
Italians.
Italians.
Yeah.
Yeah. What bumper sticker would you be like? Oh hell yeah.
No, I think bumper stickers.
I mean, if I'm
even
a
if
cop,
I see,
probably like a thin blue line one.
I
I think
honk
even-
for anime titties.
I think
No,
it would be
shit
something.
like
I've
Yeah.
never,
The most
I
vile
have
ones,
never
I feel
seen
like
a
it's
bumper sticker where I'm like, that's cool. I'm
No,
glad.
bumper stickers
Bumper
are
stickers are
awful.
the
Yeah.
grossest thing that has ever graced
Well, unless it's like a
humanity.
really cool
No.
anime girl.
No.
Well, that's not a.
That's
No.
a good point.
That
That's
could
a
be
good
on the
point.
bumper.
It could be.
You're
Here's the
gonna
thing.
have-
I've seen
like,
like
instead
anime
of the
bumper
family-
stickers where I'm like, that's cool, conceptual. Like the people who have like the Fully Cooley P or whatever, the one that's on the motorbike that Misato, whatever. Anyways, there's like a bunch of cool things you can have as a bumper sticker, but every time I see one, I'm like angry because they're always followed by because the same people who have the bumper stickers that are like the cool anime one also have the one that's like, if you can read this, you're too close to me right now, and it's like, fuck you, I hate this.
Yeah, we watched a movie last
We
night
live in the
about
city.
about-
That's just how you're supposed to drive.
lowriders, and I like the idea of like getting a nice ass lowrider with like a custom mural and like all these custom parts, and then being
Bumper
like,
stickers
and then
on
the
it.
final touch, throw
Yeah.
like a thin blue lines bumper sticker on there.
Ass, grass, or cash.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have a like the one in that movie. There was that one part where he was like, "Check this out," and the girl that he like maybe went on like 3 dates with or something. He painted her as a naked
Yeah.
angel on the front of the car that they were like gonna show off, and she's like, "Wow, it's so cool!" Like,
I for sure thought she was going to get upset in that
Yeah.
scene.
yeah, but
I
she was
would
like,
get
"Whoa!"
upset.
But I just thought it was funny because like that was just like that was a weird thing to
Yeah,
begin
there's a
with.
scene in that movie where she criticizes him and she's like, "You don't show your art to the world." Like, but after he already made a mural for a competition on the
Yeah,
lowrider,
and he like tags things, so,
which I
like,
get why narratively why they did that. They're trying to have him be like, "Oh, now I'm gonna get really into murals and like expand and get good," but like that was still fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Still
It was not
sucks.
great.
It was an okay.
It was an
movie,
okay movie, yeah.
but there was some. I mean, every movie has dumb parts.
I wish it was funnier.
Contrived.
Every
It
movie
was
sucks.
just
Yeah.
I wish it was worse so we can make
Yeah.
fun of it.
Honestly, that is actually what I wished for it to be.
Stop
shitty.
making meh movies.
Yeah,
Make
5 out of
make
10
a
movies are the worst.
terrible
movies.
Stop
movie and
making
make
it
a
well produced
good
with
movie.
decent actors.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because you can make most plots sing with that as long as it's not completely incompetent. Like Jupiter Ascending was doomed from the very beginning.
There's a beauty in that movie, in the budget it had, and the horribleness of the final
Yeah,
script. right?
exactly. It's kind of impressive how awful it is, right?
Yeah.
But you look at that, and those are kind of the exception to the rule, because to write like a pretty bland, okay-ish script is way easier than to write like a script that is so awful that it's funny. Like something that's just inoffensively bland is so easy to write compared to like a intricate world built, awful, disgusting script.
Look, it's all the bees. They're swarming around her. She's the queen.
She's the queen.
That means she's the queen of Earth.
Yeah, I forgot all the shit that happened.
She's the queen of Mars, isn't she? Or Earth? Is it Earth? I don't remember. I don't fucking remember.
She's queen of California.
That was a good.
What the fuck are we talking about?
I don't
Or
know.
Jupiter Ascending.
Okay.
California. Whoa.
I remember a lot of that movie.
Yeah, tell us all about it.
There's a werewolf guy, and he's
Spooky
like half
scary.
dog, but he's really just a person. He doesn't even have dog ears, really. And
thought he
then
did.
she's like, does he?
She's like, I like dogs.
like
I,
Wolfie.
I
Does
really,
he?
really
Yeah, I
like
forgot.
dogs.
Does
He's
he
like,
have both
"I
dog
like
ears
dogs."
and human
Yeah.
I
ears?
think so.
That
There-
was,
yeah,
it was really
he's
funny
very
because when he was
society
like, I'm a
He's
wolf,
like a
I'm a wolf
hermaphrodite
man,
dog.
baby. I'm wolf man, wolf man, baby. Then she turns to him. She's like, I like dogs. I really,
I
really
know,
like
yeah.
dogs.
Yeah, that was a really good part. The best
Yeah.
part of that is when the bad guy he just picks up a wrench and he just starts like beating the shit out of the main
Yeah.
character. That's a great part.
That's a
of the movie.
brutal part. Like,
It's so jarring because the rest is like weird CGI action. This one's like
Yeah.
he's just
she's just getting the shit beat out of her.
Like,
Mila
oh my
Kunis
God.
is just getting the shit beat out of her with a wrench.
That
and you're
sounds like a
wow.
director who desperately doesn't want to be making Jupiter Ascending. So I'm like, I'll put in something that's fucking real.
Something wrong.
This
You're gonna be the
will
next
cut to
taxi driver.
Yeah, Jupiter Ascending was the next taxi
it's
driver.
pretty close.
God, I want to fuck Mila Kunis' pussy.
Yeah, I do too.
She's in like all the Seth
I want
Rogen
to
stuff,
pussy.
right?
Yeah.
Seth
That's her.
Rogen fucker.
She seems that makes me think she has a terrible sense of humor.
Right, she's
If
on
in-
Family
Well, she's
Guy,
in
too.
Family Guy. Yeah,
Yeah,
she's
yeah.
Meg.
Yeah, and
She's
she's
like-
also in Ted. She's in Bill.
Yeah, Bill and
Ted.
Ted's Excellent
Not Bill and
Adventure.
Ted, Ted.
But
I
with a
wouldn't
teddy
put
bear.
that on her sense of humor. I would just say,
No,
if you can
fuck
make
her.
that cash.
Yeah, I feel like when you're in with a group, you're just gonna be in with that group, and so she might not think they're all.
This episode is a call for with Mila Kunis.
Can you imagine the money on getting in on
No,
Family Guy?
Blur
no,
that.
no, it's
Blur
not.
that
No, it's not. Disavow.
Don't
Disavow.
beat that out.
Disavow.
This is real. Kill her.
In Minecraft.
In real life.
In Minecraft.
Kill Kunis.
Bring her to me. So I can
Bring her,
Hashtag-
bring her body to me so I can begin phase 2.
These two.
my master.
Anyways, Mila Kunis, if you ever want to come on this podcast,
And get fucking murdered.
Hey, quick question. You married?
Yeah, you married Mila?
So many podcasts to be on. Which one do you choose?
Okay.
that's pretty good.
This is the
You
joke
guys-
everyone gets.
You
I
gotta,
think
you
we
guys
just-
gotta binge Just Francis now to even understand part of this podcast.
Yeah, a disgusting amount of this is just Francis in references.
And send him money too, so he keeps doing
Don't do
it.
that. Don't do that part.
No, what you should do is say the Brown Bricks podcast
Send
really
him,
likes
send
you.
him an email saying like you really lifted me up at a dark time, and I hope you
Remembrance
keep doing
podcast.
exactly what you're doing, and maybe even take it further.
And bring Connor
Yeah,
back.
they're all a bunch of these guys.
We try and
desperately-
get him like arrested by baiting him into just raping someone.
Yeah.
Like Francis, you're doing
I don't think
so
you'd have to
wrong.
bait him into doing that. I think he'd just
He
like.
does it.
Yeah, I think he would just do that naturally.
Yeah,
We'll
egg
bait
him
him,
on,
bait
egg
him
him
into
on.
uploading it to his YouTube
Oh,
channel.
yeah.
He's like, I snuck this woman back from the bar.
A Just
tonight."
Francis OnlyFans of him
bed,
date
yeah.
raping women.
Jesus Christ. I think there's a mark because he'd have to like blur out the faces of the women because he didn't get their consent, or maybe
Well, yeah, he should. That's
was
definitely
a-
something he should do.
no, but I think it was
Is that something we think he would?
yeah, exactly. That is the weirdest thing because most other dating things,
Yeah,
have-
most of them know, like, oh, well, they're big enough that they have to blur it out, or they're really gonna get like
yeah,
people they're gonna get cracked
fucked,
down
yeah.
on. He's like just small enough that he doesn't really have to worry about getting.
Yeah, so
fucked
he
into.
just shows the faces of every single person that he talked to, presumably.
And plus, also, like, most of the time, he is like, who's gonna go through like an hour-long video and see if he is like actually doing anything fucked up? Because most times, just public places like being weird and annoying.
Yeah.
But the one that we saw was like a 5-minute video of him.
Oh, yeah, that
and
one
a
was-
woman being like,
that
no,
one
no,
was
no, and
awful,
she's
yeah,
really
like,
drunk.
that
and
one-
I
But
was
she-
like, wow.
he-
that one
blurred her
I
face in
legit
that one.
reported because I'm like,
He
this
did
is
blur her
awful.
face.
Also, the funny thing is, you can actually YouTube has a function that you can blur things in post after you
Yeah,
upload
yeah.
the video, and that effect that they had over her face kind of looked like that one. So I could imagine that he probably got enough shit for that video
Yeah.
that he was like, "I'm blurring the face."
I
now."
know that video.
That's all he had to
that
do to
video
keep
up
is
his
just
blurred
him
face.
like constantly like trying to hook up with this drunk woman and like putting his arm around her and like it's really creepy. But like the comments are like something else. Someone's like, "Bro, she said no over and over. She clearly wasn't interested." And he like replied, he's like, "Her body language says differently." And that's all these fucking YouTube pickup artists that are constantly striking out. They think that they're like brilliant like social engineers who can fucking read body language
Yeah.
super well and like but like they're just fucking awful at it. They don't pick up on like
They're
clues
just
at all.
shameless, which will eventually.
Which is-
Yeah,
get
they
you.
Well,
play the
yeah,
numbers.
it's-
They play
yeah,
the numbers
numbers
game
game.
and think it's like they have some system.
Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
I wish I had a
A
shame.
Dennis system.
Oh, if I only had a shame.
I think it's just the fact because
We decided that Jack is a Wizard of Oz character who, like how the other people need courage and heart, he needs shame.
desperately need it. I've been lacking it for
Really?
so long.
Which, listening to this podcast, you would not think Jack is that person, probably.
No, I definitely
But
exude
in
a lack
public,
of shame
yeah.
in public. I think it's funny. It's funny to blare Brad
You
Paisley
get-
as you walk
you
down the
feel
street.
That wasn't
wasn't
why we
that
didn't
bad.
want. We were play about the anime music you
Yeah.
were blasting.
That was once. That was
Well,
once.
yeah, that was our biggest complaint, perhaps,
Yeah.
but not our only. Let's not be dishonest.
I'm
Sure.
just too shameful. Is my thought.
That is definitely it.
Yeah, I think. Would
I haven't
you rather
actually
be too
seen-
shameful or not shameful enough?
I'm like the
Not
Goldilocks
sure
of
enough.
shame.
That's good.
Like
Well,
I'm
that's where you
just
want
the
to be,
right
probably.
amount of shame.
You think,
You think
Yeah,
that
well,
bitch,
yeah.
bitch?
You think that until
you don't have enough shame to not open your mouth.
I got the worst nipples in the group.
you
everyone
have the
bullies
most
me.
mediocre amount of shame.
Yeah, like,
Not a
That's
lot,
pretty
not a
bad.
I'm
little.
pretty bottom tier 2, Connor. Don't stress about it.
That's not a bad looking nipple. Let me tell you. We have no Domino's pepperoni
This one's
nipples.
like weird.
here.
This one has
Domino's
like a
pepperoni
weird
nipple.
growth right
I feel
below
bad
it.
for women that got nipples that
That's like
size.
pregnancy,
How the fuck
right?
do you even
That's
hide that
pregnancy.
shit? Is it only for pregnant women? I feel like.
I know.
No,
it
I've
happens.
fucked women who. Never mind.
Thank you, Jack.
I fuck women.
I'll probably just cut.
Wait, that's a different Jack.
Here, Jack, cut that out. You've heard of women who.
No, oh yeah, no, I've heard of women who have had big old Domino's pepperoni nipples
Yeah,
despite
yeah.
not having a child, hypothetically.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's what I was
When I said that,
I've heard tale of women who.
when I said that, I just thought of
Dead
Jackson's
man's
mom.
bird.
Jack's,
Right over
Jack's
there.
wearing like a dark cloak and he's sitting by a fire and like people come and they're talking about nipples, they're joking around like us and he goes, I've heard tale of women with large nipples despite not being pregnant.
Yeah, like you lie.
The size of a Domino's pepperoni.
No!
Impossible!
Yeah.
Keep your tall tales to yourself, old
It's
man.
not a tale many would tell.
Coming out to I have not done much traveling in my life. Coming out to Tahoe and seeing the mountains look like all other mountains I've seen, very disappointing.
You
Shit.
bitch.
I want everything to be extremely unique, and I get out here and I'm like, it sucks.
Mountain.
Oh, another
Fucking
mountain.
Yes, you wanted to come out here and have like the hue change, like an Instagram filter,
Yeah.
the moment you left,
Yeah.
and so it's like, oh, it's all red and orange
Look,
now.
guys, Lake Tahoe not that pretty. Don't come out.
It's very pretty.
It
Actually.
is
Water's
very
not
pretty.
as clear
It's
as they
very
say.
Go to the,
Not as crystal clear. It's not as gorgeous of a place.
There's
It's
1,000 Chinese people at the bottom of the lake that no one likes to tell you about.
The water's
but-
boiling hot because it's up near the sun all
And if
day.
you do come out, don't go looking for a Loch Ness monster that may be deep within the caverns.
Well, don't look for a Loch Ness monster because how could it be a Loch Ness?
It's not the Loch Ness.
monster?
That's only in the Loch Ness.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Then what would they not be looking for then?
exactly. Don't look.
Tahoe
Look. Don't look for.
Tessey.
Don't look. Here's what you don't look for. Don't look for the Tahoe Tessey Museum.
We want
at
to,
Kings
yeah.
Beach
It doesn't exist.
because
What
it's
the
not
fuck?
there anymore, and we wasted our time.
It definitely
Yeah,
closed
listen.
down in COVID, and they never updated their Google page.
Listen, our entire lives really have been talking about Tahoe Tessey as
Yeah.
a thing that is a Loch Ness monster. Not Loch Ness. It's a plesiosaur
Yeah,
that
plesiosaur.
also found its way into Lake Tahoe.
I would love to be around a plesiosaur. I think they're eager to
Oh,
please.
Plesiosaur, I barely know Yosaur.
Yeah, for the women listening, I'm kind of no pleasureosaur.
I'm kind of a no
pleasuresaur.
eat you out a sore.
Yeah.
If anyone
You're
has
kind of a
proof,
hero.
if anyone has like a cool
Herosaur.
T-shirt or something of the Tessey or whatever, please send it.
Yeah, no, but anyways,
If
we
anyone has literally anything, they'll send to us, even if it's like shit in a bag. Like, do it.
Don't
Send
do
it,
that.
please.
Well, that won't make
Well,
it.
yeah, but what do we mean by send? We don't know where to send shit.
Ideally,
I'll just send them my address.
Let's put our-
If they email me.
Full name, off the pod, address right up there.
put the PO box.
Get a PO
on.
box.
Yeah, get the PO.
Yeah, pay money for PO box that no one sent
Nothing
shit to.
gets-
Yeah. Well, anyways,
Just be like, bro, please send us a PS5.
that would be a good grift, just to go on YouTube, just begging people to send
Well,
you.
that's
a
what
PS5.
GoFundMe is.
Yeah,
right?
I guess so.
That's a institutionalized grift.
GoFundMe. The last
GoFundMe
GoFundMe
is-
I donated to was a couple of weeks ago. Actually, I donated to. So there's a very illegal, shouldn't be happening restaurant in Singapore that's based off of One Piece, and that has like a bunch of like characters that they do not have the rights to, but
They
they're.
have like a Luffy sandwich or whatever.
No, they do, but they also have a huge Luffy statue. But that somebody broke in and then beat the shit out of the Luffy statue.
They didn't take it, they beat it up.
Well, no, it's just in pieces on the ground,
Okay.
and they're
You make
like,
it sound like they bend it down, we're just punching it in the face.
"Please stop!" But it just bounced right
Is it a
back.
GoFundMe to fix this?
The
statue?
Luffy, yeah,
And you
the Luffy
donated
stat.
money
It was
for
in
that?
Melbourne, I think, actually. But I donated like $5 because they were close to their funding goal.
yeah, I've been donating to anti-racism funds for the last few months.
Well, what's gonna actually make that big of a difference?
I've been donating
the
to
Luffy
a GoFundMe
fund
to
or,
make a time machine and stop the Holocaust
Yeah,
and
yeah.
9/11.
Connor,
I
I'm
actually
gonna
donated
be able
to
to point to that
MLK.
Luffy statue and say $5 of that I helped out with that.
Well, how much?
Oh, but
like,
guess what? I'm gonna one day. You're gonna be like the Holocaust. What's that? And I'm the only people who donated to the time machine. Remember,
Time machine remembrance of the
and
Holocaust.
I'm gonna feel so good about that.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be funny? So the way that you said it, the time machine remember. I thought you meant like they would go back and be like, "Yep, this is the Holocaust, all right." And then they'd go back and they're like, "Glad I remember that." Just to go back and remember
Good thing to
historical
I mean,
events.
I donated $5. Basically, ended racism. Like,
Yeah,
That's crazy.
you did it.
But I don't think it would cost any money to fix that Luffy statue. Just time.
What do you
Like
mean?
time travel.
No.
We've already
Well,
established
time
that's
also
a
is
GoFundMe.
money. Like you have.
Yeah, but how fucking long does it take? You built that Luffy statue. Put it back together, motherfucker.
I think they might have
Like
had him
glue.
commissioned.
No, I mean, like a good Luffy statue. Yeah, you're gonna need money.
Yeah.
A good Luffy, you're gonna run up a bill on that.
If you're looking at a
Buy a
good
new
Luffy,
one.
that's not gonna be
I mean,
cheap.
yeah, sure, you can, shellac together a shitty little Luffy, but
Yeah, exactly. I mean, anybody can get a Luffy statue going, but to get a good
if you want to
Luffy-
be the laughing
Luffy.
stock of Melbourne,
Yeah.
perhaps.
They say, "Oi, this cheeky bat."
Yeah.
Mm.
The quality of
Nah.
the quality of your Luffy statue in Melbourne is
That's,
social capital. That's all that matters. It's like what you wear, they don't care. They just want you to have a good Luffy statue.
That's true.
Everyone there has one.
Yeah, and that's
No
why I
social
felt really
status.
bad because they're like the gangs will descend upon us with a fiery wrath if our
Mhm.
Luffy statue's not here to protect us.
Big Mama is gonna come.
Yeah,
steal all
she
of our
is. She's
shit.
gonna come in, and then Luffy's not gonna be able to gum elephant gun her in the face.
Yeah.
Yep, One Piece again.
Big One Piece
Big
crowd.
One Piece podcast here.
The Paw-D cast.
This is the One Piece cast.
One penis, maybe. You guys don't have
And
dicks.
it's mine.
No, it's me.
And it's mine.
Actually, it's my dick.
Actually, it's my.
All right,
penis.
let's take a
We
vote
can
on
share.
who
I've never
we
seen
think has the
anyone's
one
penis
You're
here.
not allowed to vote for yourself.
I've never
The
seen
one
anyone's
penis?
penis except for mine in this group, so.
The one penis.
No, that's not.
We're gonna do
No,
a
I've
penis.
seen people's.
We're about to do the penis comparing
Who's
contest,
people's here? Have you
but like
seen-
with the nipples.
I think I've seen yours. I think I've seen yours because we.
In,
cracked
middle
that door
school.
open.
Jim. I think we were just
middle
fucking
school.
around in middle
yeah.
school.
No,
yeah.
no one's seen mine but my mother and father. I'll keep it that way forever.
Including myself. I refuse to
Yeah,
look
I
at
never
it.
look. You're never.
Don't
nude.
look at me.
Your sister
That's-
hasn't seen your penis.
Like
No.
out of Arrested Development. Like,
No.
You're never nude.
No.
Not even.
I don't know when she would have.
Uh,
Oh no, she probably has. When we were young, we probably took baths together.
Yeah, like last night she probably snuck a little peeksies.
Yeah, she
Last
came out
night,
here. She
yeah.
flew out here.
It was all worth
I
it.
thought I heard someone slinking around in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
Who else would have a
That was
key?
Connor taking shits.
that was this morning.
I know all of you think you had sex with her last night.
Actually, it
Felt
was
it.
actually it was guys. Liam dressed up as Alice, and we all fucked him.
we all just no hands came.
We all know hands came.
We made Liam no hands come.
Yeah, we know
Fucking
that
him so
none of you
hard.
have penises.
Yeah.
Zing.
Zinger. So
Should we
What
sing a
are you
song?
doing?
I don't fucking know. What else?
Should we do a song?
Yeah, let's do a
No
song.
hands
Coming down the mountain when I come. No hands coming down the mountain when I come. No hands coming down the mountain. No hands coming down the mountain. No hands coming down the mountain when I come. That was beautiful.
That was
Give us another verse, Liam. Give us.
Or
We coming 16 ounces when I come.
You'll be coming 16 ounces when I come. You'll be coming 16 ounces. You'll be coming 16 ounces. You'll be coming 16 ounces when I come.
No
You guys are
hands come.
saying
That could be.
you'll and then I.
Yeah, well, it's
Making
not
But
perfect.
I know
sense.
I'll come, and then you'll be coming
Yeah.
16
Yeah,
ounces.
yeah.
It'll
When
come so
I
much
come.
that it
What do you
causes
think
a
no
chain
hands
reaction.
come means?
That's exactly
That
that.
that first take though, that could be our new podcast intro.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
For-
We desperately need one because
Yeah.
that's what all good
Oh my
podcasts.
we'll do
need.
that until like our one listener gets annoyed enough that they're like, "I'll fucking send you one myself." Goddamn.
Yeah. It's implying they would just stop listening.
Build our
Now they're that
podcast
committed.
piece.
Yeah.
They'll make the podcast better for themselves.
Yeah, be
Yeah,
the
if
change
you're
they
true
want to see in the
fans,
world.
that's what you
If you're a
would
true
do.
fan, you'll make this pod good. Not
yeah.
us.
We'll just be carried on our backs, lying prone.
Like we're an unpolished gem. Be our polish.
Yeah, be
you
our,
wanna- if
be
you
our
wanna
polish
be-
and the polisher. We're just gonna sit there,
Yeah.
just waiting to shine.
If you want to be our
Polish.
polish, email us at brownbrickspodcast@gmail.com.
That's brownbrickspodcast at gmail.com.
Don't forget to ask for Connor to come back on the
no, shut up,
podcast.
bitch.
Yeah, I mean,
People have been
unless,
clamoring.
unless you're
Yeah.
not so comfortable with having two-hand cummers
Yeah.
on the pod.
It is a weird thing to have this many two-hand comers on the
Two-hand
pod.
cummers.
It's not what we're about.
What do you think Tage would choose, huh?
Tage would not yes and the joke, and he would say two-hand cummer. I think.
Yeah.
Probably true.
Tage doesn't know anything about improv.
Yeah, bitch.
Much unlike us.
Tage, if you're listening to this right now, prove us wrong. No hands come.
I get the
Guys,
feeling
let's-
Tage may retire from the podcast
Oh yeah,
soon.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Why?
Because he doesn't talk. He just lets us record at his house.
Yeah.
I think he has fun.
And he
Yeah,
has
yeah,
a
he is.
professional career ahead of him.
Maybe you guys
uh,
should open the floor for him more instead of.
What? We
That's
fucking
true.
try and include
We
him.
do. We say make a joke.
Make a good joke.
Make a joke.
No,
now.
well, you say make good joke, and then Tage like breathes, and you're like wrong. And then we keep
For what
going.
it's
Yeah,
worth,
we give him a chance.
Tage is definitely pro two hands come. I think.
I
Yeah,
think
that's
that's what
what
we're
we're
saying.
saying.
yeah.
Which is disappointing. That leaves us at a great divide on this
Yeah.
podcast.
Great
Name
divide.
people.
We split into two different podcasts.
We should have a little civil war. Yeah, our listener base will split right down the middle. It'll be horrible.
Me and
Mason
Jack will split off
Dixon.
and have a pod called Onesies Cumsies.
Yeah,
Onesies, cumsies.
Onesies.
Or
How did
just
you
no
know?
Nunsies, I mean.
Don't tell them that. I'm trying to trademark that
Nunsies.
name.
They're more
Yeah, please don't trademark Nunsies Cumsies.
I'm kind of in the middle of that. I'm waiting to save up enough money for the $5 trademark.
Yeah, saving up money for the $5 trademark.
I've been stealing coins out of
Yeah, I've
take
been
a
breaking
penny,
into
a penny.
houses and rummaging through the couches for change,
Yeah, that's all I can do.
just so I can get Nunsies
Just
Cumsies.
to get by.
Liam, give us an improv prompt.
Yeah, bitch.
Oh my god.
Yeah, monkey.
Give me a prompt.
All right, you. There's a very so it's you. You're a Russian businessman, Liam. You gotta come. You gotta come over here.
Yeah, you
in
gotta
order
be.
to do
You
it.
gotta be in mic range.
You make
But
one?
you are a Russian businessman who decided to come.
Come.
Come,
How many hands? How many hands?
Fucking son of a bitch. No, you decided to come down to the beach to relax.
And I'm coming everywhere.
However,
Of course, yeah.
no. You're
Well, he
you're
is,
chilling
but it's
there.
not
You're just
relevant.
chilling there. Ooh, yeah. You already did
You
your
are,
time.
but it's not
Now
relevant.
you're just chilling there. Suddenly, a girl who has legs that are as tall as you are, but she's
Regular
less tall
torso?
Than, yeah, no, not even regular torso.
Shorter
It's all like
torso.
very short torso.
Monkey torso?
Similar. It's similar in size for sure.
Is this,
she
is
comes
this
up.
leading up to Dog Monkey Woman?
Fuck, I should have done that. Anyways,
It's like,
Dog
alright.
anyway, she comes
That
up
would've
and then
been
she
great.
says, "Do you have the time, sir?" What do you say?
What?
I said, "Do you have the
That's very
time, sir?"
accurate.
You're not Russian.
No, I walked in the water with my phone the other day. I don't know what time it is.
That sounds like a real head ass move, sir. Do you have like
Yeah.
a watch or anything, or
No, who cares a fucking watch these days?
losers?
And then I come up because I'm a Chad pickup artist. I'm like, oh, let me look at the sun for you. It's about 3.
So many times to choose from.
So many times.
Which one do you choose?
Oh, this pickup artist is starting to attract my attention. So I
Yeah.
say,
Yeah,
Oh.
I bet you wish you could be fucking this bitch like I'm about to.
yeah, you also don't sound
their-
Russian
with
at
their
all,
big-ass
despite being a
legs.
Russian businessman.
Yeah, I'm
That's
gonna nag you now. You have dumb legs and a dumb body.
Oh, I'm sensitive about those things.
Anyways,
honey.
wanna have sex?
Hey, and
No.
I pull a knife and I
Ah,
stab
so
him.
Oh, thank you, thank you. You saved me.
I'm out of the scene.
And I take
Yeah,
I steal his watch.
You
Yes,
steal his watch, and
and-
all of his aura comes out and it entraps you.
And as soon
What?
as you killed him, he no hands comes all over the
Yeah.
place.
I did.
And
And chat. And scene.
And
genius.
yeah, that was
Let's see.
good.
Yeah.
Is this the true time?
That is the true time.
The
It's
time.
Well,
the
that's
truest
actually a
of
watch.
time.
Yeah.
The godliest.
Can they
of
just have a
times.
calculator on it?
It does have a calculator on it. You press the
That
button
just has
that's
all those
sticking out and it
buttons for-
switches to calculator mode.
How old is this?
Not that old.
It's pretty cool.
Thank
They're
you.
classic.
I watched some Christian media recently related to how anime is all the devil.
Oh yeah, we didn't talk about the dark secrets of anime.
Dark secrets of
Exposed.
anime
Did you know that Bibbidi, Bobbidi, and Majin Buu represent the
Holy
Holy
Trinity,
Trinity in Dragon Ball Z?
Boo!
Yeah,
Well, it's Bobbidi is the father, Bibbidi is the son, and Boo is the Holy Spirit. I think
Yes.
they
Something
said.
Bobbidi, the son of the...
Boo is definitely the Holy Spirit, but I get Bibbidi and Bobbidi.
yeah. Well, no, because Buu comes out of what they called a temple or like a cave, a tomb, even though it's like a giant, like weird testicle chestnut thing, and then Buu like pops out. They said like, no, that's the equivalent of Jesus coming out. So he's the
interesting.
he's the son.
It's just basically a bunch of supposedly
Yeah,
Christian
their-
teens.
Their whole argument for Dragon Ball Z is that it's like the Bible, but like flipped, where it makes the devil, who is Goku, seem like the good guys, and then like angels and gods seem like the bad guys. But then anything that like contradicts that They then
They just-
so like, oh, now they're trying to associate God with the devil.
Yeah.
And like all they have is that there's like some vague like religious like imagery or like words
Yeah,
in there.
and the problem is that
and they
it's
like
all like
extrapolate
Eastern.
everything.
Yeah.
The
from
problem
that.
is it's also
But it's
compelling.
Japanese people who probably don't know the Bible that well. That's like, oh, devils are cool.
Yeah, or like devil means like
Mr.
they would assume
Satan.
that means something the same thing in
Yeah.
their language that it means here, whereas that's like a
Yeah.
very different
I mean, yeah.
connotation.
Who would know that? Who would guess that the fucking documentary saying anime is satanic is bad?
Yeah, and a little racist.
Yeah, there
not-
was like
just
there
a
was-
little, just a small tiny.
Yeah,
bit
the whole
racist.
time they're complaining about how like fucking anime is like going against their beliefs, and then they fucking have like this racist like Mexican character randomly show up. Oh, that's the bizarre thing. It's like a documentary, but like all the like shitting on anime is like diegetic through like the lens of teens hanging out in their living room,
Yep.
just
Watching
casually
shitty
talking
anime.
about anime.
Yeah, they say,
And so,
"Oh, I
like-
watched some as a kid,"
Yeah.
but I guess, and then they would.
Yeah.
Then they went and interviewed people, and they're like, "Look at how obsessed people are with anime that they go to anime cons.
Yeah.
It's crazy."
we didn't find one person at the anime
Yeah.
con who didn't like anime.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
so bizarre. They're all obsessed with it, and then they were all talking about it like friends talk about it. Where one of the friends would be like, "I just pulled up this statistic that 90% of people who watch anime end up killing children 1 year into their."
That's
subscription."
from the doc, by the
The
way.
first 50 minutes is on YouTube for free, so you can
Yeah,
check
but it's
that
like a
out.
4-part thing.
The weirdest
so
part
if you
about
have
it-
the other 3 parts, hit us up.
Yeah, send us the link.
The weirdest part about it for me is there's like this random Asian girl, but then we watch their other videos, like a bunch of them. She's not there.
Yeah.
She's never in
She
the other
might be. We
videos.
didn't watch that many.
We watched one other video.
You watched 2
at
other
least
videos.
3.
One of them was about
She's not gonna
rap.
be in
That's your
every
main
one.
problem.
But the
That's your
dudes, the
biggest
dudes are in
issue.
every episode, so they just like brought like this is come on.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, they're
you're
the guys
Asian,
who
right? like you
obviously
know what
brought
They're
anime is.
the
I
guys
love-
who have the channel. Your
Yeah.
criticism is dumb. My criticism's cool. And stuff.
Okay, okay.
I do
It
like
was funny.
They
It was
made
funny.
They
Yeah,
made a
yeah.
very short video that went viral on the spork from Toy Story 4.
Yeah.
and,
Yeah, the
how,
spork
and how that
being
was like introducing kids to
intersex.
transgender
Yeah,
people.
it's like him
And-
being toy fluid is the same, or like cutlery fluid is the same
Yeah.
as being like gender fluid.
But like,
And
even
therefore
if that
sin.
was the case, it's like, wow, that's gonna affect so. Like,
Yeah.
if there was
Kids
okay,
are gonna
listen,
see
honestly,
it's all right.
if kids, if they were able, if like kids saw gay guys on TV and then they immediately became gay regardless of sexuality, I'd want nothing but gay guys to be on TV because then that's all the women for me.
yeah, exactly.
That's all I'm
Have you
saying.
ever watched TV?
Convert all
Yeah,
these
no,
kids.
no.
You walk by TV and look at it and go, oh no!
Gay! I'm trans and gay now because I watched Toy Story 4.
Does that make you straight again then?
Trans and gay?
I guess it depends on the order you watch.
God
Like if you're
Yeah, I
gay
guess
and then
so.
you go trans, then you're just straight, right?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, are you gay as a trans person too?
Well, no,
if
you're
you're
just
transitioning
gay.
to being a woman and
You
you
were
like
initially
women, then
gay.
you'd be gay.
Okay, then I guess
If
that turns you back
Your
straight.
identified gender, if you're attracted to the opposite of that,
Then
then
you're
not gay.
straight. You're not gay.
Yeah, it's
I
kind
think-
of a.
What always gets me is like, what if you were like only attracted to non-binary people? What would that sexuality be?
How?
That there is probably
You
something
can't like
for
look
that.
at someone and know that they're non-binary,
Yeah, that's true.
right? So
You could. I mean, there's a way.
there's a
they
lot
would,
yeah.
of cases where that's not the case.
But then you say like you're looking at them as a certain gender, and that's kind of
Well,
fucked up to
maybe
say to them.
you're
right?
only
Yeah.
attracted to people that you look at and do know they're non-binary.
Yeah,
Well,
maybe
that's why
maybe knowing they're non-binary.
You shouldn't ever
But then
express.
it's then it's a fetish more than a
you
sexuality.
should never
Yeah.
express that kind of thing to someone until you know them and have talked to them.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
instead
Well, actually-
of going up to someone and being like, "Are you married?"
that's my pickup line
Can I
on
fuck
Tinder.
you?
actually.
So many genders to choose from. How do you
choose?
decide?
Wait, are you? I have nothing.
What?
All
Move
right,
on, we
thank
move
you,
on.
everybody.
Thank you, everyone.
This
We're
is
done.
why we don't let you on the pod.
I was gonna say I
You're
forgot
never
one of the
allowed
words
back
I specifically
again.
needed to know, and I'm done.
Okay.
So are we.
Good game, everybody.
Good game. Someone.
It's been fun.
GG's
Are we
in the
done?
chat.
Bar, yeah.
Just hit us up.
Hit
Other than that button.
No.